Hello, this video is a walkthrough demonstration of the data dashboards for the Arts Education Data Project. We'll be using the New York dashboards for this demo, but the dashboards for your state might look a bit differently or might not include the entire set of dashboards that you see in this video. These dashboards were built to be viewed on a laptop or desktop screen and not a small device like an iPad or a mobile phone. We do have mobile-friendly versions of some of these dashboards, but interacting with the dashboards that you'll be seeing in this video works best if you click or hover with your mouse. If you're not sure whether anything is going to happen if you click or hover, just try it. There's nothing that you can do that will break the dashboard, and you can always reset the view to how it first looked using these tools in the upper left-hand corner of your browser, or by just reloading the web page entirely. This video will be covering the key functionality and features of some of the dashboards, but this is not a full tutorial. We hope that you will check out the dashboards on your own to explore the data for the Arts Education Data Project. Right now, we're looking at the table of contents page. Here you can see the title, a brief description, and a little thumbnail image of each of the dashboards available in the project. You can click on the blue button to go to any of the dashboards directly, or you can choose it from any of the tabs along the top. We're going to go to the overview dashboard next. This dashboard includes a lot of the features that you'll see throughout the dashboards, so we'll spend some time here describing the functionality. A good place to start, if you haven't used this dashboard before or any of the dashboards, is with the Help button. When you click on that, an overlay screen will show up that points out some of the key features of this dashboard and gives you some instructions about how best to interact with it. You can close that again with the Close Help button. Some of the dashboards also have these blue filters in the upper right-hand corner. If you click on that, it will open up these options that let you filter the data, in this case to a particular county, or you can filter all of the data on the dashboard by district, or charter and traditional schools, or locale type. You can clear the filter by either interacting with the dropdown again, or just clicking this little filter with the red X. This dashboard also has additional metrics available if you say yes to showing the teacher metrics, which will bring up the number of teachers and the ratios of teachers to students. You can close those again by just selecting no, and then click the blue X here to close out the filter window. Other things of note on this dashboard include these blue question mark icons. When you hover over those with your mouse, it will give you more information about this chart. Another thing to notice is that if you hover in general, you'll see more information. So here, when I'm hovering with my mouse, I'm getting counts of students, and I'm getting a breakdown by grade level, and I'm getting the number of schools. So hovering is just a great idea to see more details. Some of these charts can also be used as filters for others. For example, if I click on the elementary bar, the rest of the dashboard is updating to show me the data for the elementary schools. I can clear that filter by just clicking on the bar again. And finally, you might notice this box down here that's got a little down caret. That down caret is your clue that this is something you can interact with. If I click on it, I have the ability to change this to look at the data by school instead of by students. Now we'll take a look at the county level dashboard. For this dashboard, if you want to look at the data for a particular county, you can do that in two different ways. First, you can use the map, and you can just click on a county here, and it will highlight its data. If you pick a county that is in the top or bottom 10 below, it will highlight it there as well, like I just did for Hamilton. Alternatively, you can use this box here to look at the counties alphabetically. As I scroll down the list, you see that county become illuminated in the rest of the dashboard. This dashboard also has one of these drop-down caret selectors where I can change which metric is used below to identify the top counties, and also sorts the data for that metric. Next, we'll take a look at the district level dashboard. This dashboard works similarly in that instead of picking county, you can use the map to choose a particular district. And then the data will update to show you the data for that district and also compare it to the statewide total. Rather than using the map, you can also use the filter button to choose the district that way from an alphabetical list. There's also a new icon here that we haven't seen before, these little blue lists. Clicking on those will open up a list of schools and will tell you their arts enrollment rate. You can click the blue X to close that again. School majority, race, ethnicity has a similar list. Next, we'll take a quick look at the arts disciplines dashboard, which features one discipline at a time. Right now we're looking at music, which you can tell because all of the coloring below matches the music color above. To switch to a different discipline, you just need to click on it here at the top and all of the charts will update accordingly. The disciplines offer dashboard tells you which disciplines are offered in which schools. So you can choose to show the schools that do, don't, or either do or don't offer each particular discipline. So if I switch this to yes, this list will now reduce to show me only the schools that do offer music, but may or may not offer any of these other disciplines. You can also choose from the map a list of schools if you want to just see some of them geographically. There, I've grabbed a big central section, and now the list below is just showing me those selected schools. On our course finder dashboard, this allows you to see which courses are offered in a certain school by clicking on that school, or you can use this filter of course names to figure out which schools offer a particular course. You're given in the entire list of courses in the state by default, and you can look for it if you already know the name of what you're looking for. Maybe we want just the AP courses. And as I start typing, the list will reduce to those that match what I've typed. And then from there, I can select the courses I'm interested in and apply that filter. You could also start with the filters over here to first select a particular discipline, and then the list of courses will already be pre-filtered down to that discipline. On the comparisons dashboard, it looks a little empty at first because we haven't made any selections yet. The purpose of this dashboard is to compare a couple of districts or schools to each other. And there are several ways to do that. If you want to grab all of the schools for one particular district, you can just click the district name in this table, and then it will include all of those data points. Note that by default, we're putting the data together for all the schools in the district, but you can switch this to show the data at the school level. But you're not limited to looking only at schools within the same district. You can also select individual data points from this chart. I'm clicking this one, and then I'm holding down the control key and clicking another one and another one. And as you can see, as I make each selection, they're showing up below. The other way you can use this chart is to hold down with your left mouse key and drag to select some adjacent data points. And when I release the mouse, all of those have been added. On our trends over time dashboard, by default, we're showing all of the data available up to the most recent 5 years. In this case, we're looking at 3 years of data. But if you want to look at a different date range, you can open up the filter menu and choose a start year and an end year. So you can pick just one particular year or a 2-year range or whatever makes sense to you. This dashboard also has one of these drop-down menus to change the metric that is shown in the map. And it also has one of these list icons that we've seen already that open up an additional view that lets you look at the data by district and by school. And just click that list to close that view again. There are other dashboards here that we're not covering in this demo. Again, we encourage you to explore on your own. The last one that we're going to take a look at here is the instructions and info, which really includes a lot of the tips and tricks that you just saw in this video for how to navigate and how to interact with the different dashboards. This dashboard also includes definitions of some of the terms that you'll see throughout the dashboard. Just click on the button here at the bottom to read the definition. And this concludes our demonstration video. Thank you so much for your interest in and support of arts education.